Must I be measured by something of which I own so little that I cannot measure it myself? Welcome back, guys, to a brand new play-by-play video. We are here on Troll Thursdays, but more importantly, we are here to depict a story, a lesson, a parable. So you may say. We are here playing Brokecules. We are the gold standard, the silver standard, the crashing standard of what happens when financial security becomes unsecure, when recession hits, even on the battleground of the gods. You have to be prepared. We have the aspect of preservation, attempting to hold on to the very little wealth we own, a chalice because it's refillable, a sash because it's all we have left to wear, and the spirit of preservation, the art of perseverance. And here we are, aspect Hercules. What is the strategy? What is the plan? Well, Brokecules here is broke, but he's not poor. If he was Porcules, he would be a pig. So, what does that actually mean? Well, it means that his brokenness is not poorness, and because of that, he can change it. They say broke is simply a state of being, while being poor is a state of mind. Something along those lines. I definitely butchered that, but the point is, okay? The point is that Brokecules can change his surroundings. He can change his opportunities from deciding to not go on to DraftKings every single night. He can acquire wealth stably, soundly, build tier 1 components, and eventually save up for the tier 2s. So what does that mean for us in the Smite 2 gameplay? Well, it means that we need to get all tier 1 components in our build before we promote to a single tier 2. Brokecules needs to go up the financial ladder, okay? He needs to start small, and bit by bit, he will become a colossal titan of wealth. He will become a mogul, an empire of abundance. But for now, his start is humble. Blink, our relic, but also a metaphor for how quickly financial success can turn into nothing. And what else do we have? Bifrost Shard. I've got nothing with that one, I won't lie. A shard of remembrance to the times where he was frosted out in gems and jewelry and no longer. But it is okay, because there is something about Brokecules as he gets the solo kill. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Aspect of preservation, the heart next to the character. It's like a soldier going out to war with a photo of his loved one. I hold the heart, and therefore I hold the keys to the kingdom of wealth. So, for now, what am I going to do? We're going to farm. We're going to play it slow. Early game, methodical. I can just skill diff, right? Because so far I have a normal build, but as we progress, we're going to have to continue to play an economically sound game as we attempt to bring back from the confines of a shattered build and find a way to appreciate the value that we are putting forth today. Because if through interest we can gain something of value, then surely we can win. Okay, now that we've got all that out the way, we're going to fight here a little bit. Again, the biggest thing whenever you're playing a character that has a item, right, that they need to buy, is they need to fight only when it's good. Thankfully for us, we can buy anything that's cheap. We can buy a dime, a penny, a couple nickels, something along those lines, and it'll always be okay. So Brokecules will get a couple of components that suits his fancy, and with that, the build is on the way. Brokecules, with an assortment of junk found from under the river, has begun anew. You know, it sort of reminds me of the story The Alchemist. I'm sure a lot of you actually play Smite. I'm sure 3 of you have probably read it. And the main character in that story sets off to find treasure and has some money as a shepherd, which he uses quite early on, and then returns to kind of a state of having nothing. after he resumes his journey in the new land. And that's sort of us right now, and we may find that the treasure lies within. The treasure may be closer to home than expected, just like he did. But for the time being, we will farm the totem down 25 team gold, something very relevant in that. Even when you are struggling on your own, it is better to help those who are in an even worse spot than you, because while I am broke, Lando 32 is in a different... Oh my gosh, double crit. Wait a minute. Lando 32 is about 32 years in student loans, and it is not getting better. Disaster. He's down again. Heartbreaking. So as I have components in tier 1s, you might say, well, what's the build? I don't know, right? I could probably get away with combining items and getting something rather concise and quick, but I feel like it's important that I stay with my roots, so the components that I have will all materialize into items that I need, and when I eventually do, like, get to a tier 2 where I will condense 2 items, I will simply replace the tier 1 with whatever I had before. So if I have to combine my tier 1, what is this called? Bow, very eloquently stated, and I have to combine my axe into a bow axe, then I will get an axe back. Let's run away. He's on my ass. This is like the IRS chasing me. I make nothing! Damn it. Okay, so we're gonna go the battle axe, the bow axe. Oh no, this is the medallion. All good. So look, we buy the battle axe, and then we can rebuy a medallion. Now with the bow, we can buy Manchu bow, but that one's too expensive. So we're gonna buy Olmec blue, and then we're gonna buy the sash. And look at that, our build is progressing. Could I have gotten another one right there? Potentially, but I want to make sure that I always have the item slot filled. I never want to be in a spot where I am regressing, because if I can have multiple revenue streams, I always have less volatility, and obviously my gambling habits put me in this spot, so I would like to avoid returning to them. But if we were able to get a kill here, we're going to be able to find something of value. The combo is clean. I have to run at him. Beautiful. Good job, Valmir von Volkvan. What kind of name is that? It sounds like a German vampire. The combo is beautiful, though. Mr. Casper is going to become a ghost himself. Let's take a reset here. We're going to go back to our lane. This is, of course, casual conquest, so we're going to be playing into very high-level plays, kind of across the board at all times. And man, look at this build, though. This shit is coming together. We're going to be playing against very high level of play in every casual conquest match we play. But, you know, you can see that, you know, Brokecules, as long as he maintains an XP advantage through superb farming and a tendency to just rotate out only for very simple, kind of quick, easy plays. You know, he doesn't linger in places where he's not wanted. You know, if you're in the casino, you get kicked out if you create a disturbance and you have nothing to give, right? I'd imagine. I actually don't know, but that seems like what happens in the movie. So Brokecules does the same. He leaves the mid lane when there's no clear, obvious play for him to make, no deck of cards for him to deal. And it's something you should do as well. Be like Brokecules. You go to the place where you are best suited to succeed. And if you are going to go somewhere else, you do your business and then you leave. Beautiful. Poetry in motion. We're going to collect the rocks. I think every person in financial depression at least considers that rocks an option. Not all follow, but Brokecules at times does. And although it's a flaw, it does make him more aggressive, which in a corrupt capitalist world is a good thing. We're gonna... Oh! Bad luck. We are gonna get another kill. I messed that up, but the wall was too thick. A game of misfortune between the both of us, but I was able to win it. Beautiful for us. It is 8-11. One more and it would be an emergency. So, suppose us not getting another kill for the time being is a good thing. We'll take it back here, going into a new component of some sort. Now I have this sash, but I'm going to go into the hooked sword. I feel like that is an aptly tailored thing. Does this sash really not go into anything else besides another Olmec Blue? Oh, but I can build another one. Let's go. Beautiful. Now, what does Olmec Blue go into? A ton of things. And actually, as crazy as this sounds, Brokecules will be getting his first item online soon. You know what? This shit's not that bad. I think Brokecules, understanding that he has still so little, even though it seems like he has so much, is angry. Brokecules is furious. Brokecules has rage, right? So Brokecules is going to try to fix that. Brokecules getting ganked by random first. He's going to see if he's going to be able to play it. Jumps the ultimate, jumps the jump, and it's a double kill for Brokecules. Brokecules is just too strong as the, what is he again? The champion of Hera? Hera's champion, I think, is... No, that's Hercules. This is the Roman iteration. I think he did about the same thing in the Roman mythos. You know, that's one of the interesting things. A lot of people say Hercules and they think Greek, but that's actually the Roman name. And they mix it up because, well, I don't know. They're probably not a nerd like I am. But nonetheless, rage. Hercules is angry. He has been scammed by Caesar himself. He was Roman, right? Yeah, I think so. Gosh, I've read the play and he was. I don't know why. I thought for a second he was French, but that's Napoleon. Anyways, he was scammed by Caesar himself. And he is going to be the brutish force of this world. And he will exert revenge one day. But for the time being, he is just a man filled with rage. So, when you're filled with rage, when you're angry, what do? Predatory lending, right? So, we're going to rotate over, and we're going to lend some damage over to the red team in the middle. We're going to leave solo lane. I think Brain Dead is a good gank, although he is 6-0, so I'm probably going to look for Pizza Guy and a random first instead. Pizza Guy falling down. Seems like Five Nights at Freddy's came early this year. And we will be going back to left lane. Wonderful. All right, more rocks. Remember, when you are angry, you make bad decisions. Your right tower is under attack. Keep that in mind. I'm giving you guys some valuable information here. You know, a play-by-play of a Smite 2 match is only going to last you genuine relevance for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, right? Till it gets outphased by something more current, something more modern. But what I'm saying here is going to last you forever if you take it. So try to. We're going to be leveling up Mitigate Wounds next. You know, as you are dealing with your anger, you begin to calm down. And in calming down, hopefully we'll be able to see the map a little bit more clearly, build a little bit more cohesively. We're going to walk at the Fenrir here, and we're just going to fight. He does have help. My ultimate is going to unfortunately brick big time. The Hercules, he is calm, but in his calmness, he has become frail and fraught and loose and stale like a old cracker. He has lost his flair. Brokecules, a lot to learn in this moment. Staff slapping, told him he rocks. Heartbreaking. Alright, what do we go next? So we have the Olmec Blue. I like the value of how cheap this item is. I think Stampede for Brokecules, you know, kind of... Is Rage as vehement, or is Stampede as vehement as Rage? It's not quite, but it's still rather angry. Again, there's kind of this cool-off phase, so I feel like the name of the item actually works out rather well. With the Manchu bow, maybe he can listen to the songs of the labor that he is creating, get the Braggy's Heart, but we have other options. Tearfing I don't think is a word, but it might be. Shin's Blade doesn't really fit. Golden Blade. That's not bad. 600 gold, that's a value investment, but remember, when Brokecules does get this, he has to make sure that he can get a tier 1 component afterwards, of which he will have to upgrade to the tier 2 slot before he does anything of any relevance. Because Brokecules has a diversified portfolio. He is an index fund baby at this point. He's no longer a gambler. So he doesn't want to become one again. We will pop the Stampede. Brokecules is in big trouble. He's CC'd, he's stunned. What's even happening? What was that? Brokecules is strong. There's too many enemies. No. No, 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 no. Brokecules cannot build that. Brokecules cannot build that because he does not have enough gold for the next item slot. Lando 32, I know you're old, but please move your fingers faster. Run away. Don't chase him. You do no damage. Abandon. Good job, Valmir von Volvo Vulcan. What's the car that starts with the V? Volkswagen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Good job, Mr. Casper down. Beautiful job. Pizza guy down as well. We really are taking massive hits to the economy in this one. Now, we're going to go back to the left lane. Again, we have to go get some gold, right? We have to go get some money before it crashes again. Jeez, I don't want that. So, we'll try to go Golden Blade, and then we'll get a component. I'm not really sure what that component is just yet. Though, we have a little bit of physical prots, a little bit of magical prots. I think a little bit more damage maybe to amplify this crit could be really good. So I think that's what we'll be doing. That feels about right. Okay, let's do that. Brokecules, continue farming. Your right tower has been destroyed. Now the Queen Naga is up. This is basically the cornucopia, right? You guys watch like the Hunger Games, you know, the cornucopia is in the middle, and at the beginning everybody is like fighting for it, and then like all of them damn near die there for no reason. But like there is something there, right? So we have to be mindful of that. We don't want to be like the people in the Hunger Games. We don't want to just die for no reason. This guy's gonna brick. No, he ulted on the pit. No, he didn't. He's here. What? They threw him in my blue buff. What is this? The rich steal from the poor. Why am I surprised? I will be the Robin Hood in this story. Beautiful. Rage stack acquired. Oh, the silence was crazy. I'm in trouble. Stampede. Run, 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 run. I can turn it. I can turn it. I can turn it. Good Donzo ult. Can he kill him? Can he kill him? How did he not kill him? Okay, I'm coming back to the Fenrir. Shoots. Nice. We have another rage stack. It's good. Can we get this? Can we get this? Can we get this? This guy's low. He can't walk in. He can't walk in. Let's freaking go, guys. The Queen Naga defeated. 5% bonus strength in for the rest of the game, guys. Now, we don't use the intelligence. You know, Brokecules not a very smart guy. Fortunately, this character has no type of that scaling, but still an okay look. We can actually, Brokecules here, a little bit of wealth acquirement, can actually go the Skegox right away. So another tier 2 item acquired, not even needing the tier 1 at the time, which is quite the impressive accomplishment, really. And Brokecules will continue. Top gold right now, almost in the lobby, brain dead, slightly beating him out. But we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we're going to be able to catch up. Only a couple of coins behind. And with the prolific pace that we're playing out, I think it's almost eventual, right? That we catch him. Something that I find very interesting is that the people with the most wealth in this lobby are the people with the most experience, right? Now, I'm not a statistician. I'm also, I guess, not a good speaker, dear God. But I feel like that might mean something. Those who earn are wise. Or maybe that's just how the game works. But who knows? We'll take it back here. We have enough for another item. But we have to be careful. Remember, we have to be able to afford a component before we advance our build. So I'm going to continue to farm for a little bit longer. And we will get this whole wave shoved in. Pretty good. I will walk away. Now, do I have enough for whatever I'm building next? I actually don't know. So I don't know if I was doing it in order before, but we'll upgrade this magical thing. What do we want to go? We could go Spectral Visage, I guess. I feel like that's an okay choice. Fenrir has left the game. And Brain Dead has lived up to his name, so that's not bad for us. I suppose that Brokecules is beginning to come out on top. The enemy team rage quitting as Brokecules is beginning to take over in this lovely match. We have finished the Spectral Visage, but we don't even need to buy a component. Why? Because Brokecules is eternal. Look at the build coming together. Jotun's revenge. He has taken revenge on his creditors, and he has escaped debt. He is escaping his loan. The enemy feels surrender is near, and maybe they will do it. Maybe they will not. We will see. But in sight, we must always remember to close our eyes for a moment, if only but for a moment, and blink. A little bit more gold needed still. Olmec Blue has a couple of things. Contagion. Rather fitting, apt name. Money corrupts. And as we become stronger, we must realize that as we get wealth, as we get better off, even those who are wealthier than others, Random First wealthier than some of his teammates. His teammates, what do? They still compete, they still play, they still try. What does he do? He gets spoiled, rotten to the core, a rotting apple. And what does he do? He falls from the tree and he quits. You don't want to be like that. So be mindful that when you begin to transform and escape a previous state, you will be tempted to return to it. And if you do not, you will succeed. We also could go Yogi's Necklace. Now, I think I want to be a little bit cheap, so I might be going that. I'm going to throw the ultimate off here. Just a beautiful, beautiful look, quite honestly. Oh my gosh. Destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. There's not much I could do there. Holy moly. Centaurus just lasered me from the sky. I got killed by a constellation. Horrific. Big damage from the team, though. Is this going to be an unofficial deicide? The Spirit Ball is good. Nice. Lando 32. Let's go. Good job, Lando. Very proud. It's beautiful to see stuff like this. What does Lando have built? Stalwart Sigil. Now, I think they take great effort in this game to have these items symbolize or reference something of meaning in some type of mythos, right? Like Olmec Blue almost certainly is something Mayan, right? It looks like a Mayan artifact, and maybe there's some loose correlation to something in Mayan lore. I don't know, but I'm presuming, because they tend to do pretty good jobs with that when the items are a bit more descriptive than, like, axe, right? But I wonder, like, Stalwart Sigil, that just kind of sounds like something out of a Star Wars movie, no? Like, where does that come from? Maybe I'm wrong. If somebody in the comments lets me know, geez, where Stalwart Sigil may come from, what that might mean. I'll probably look it up after this game if I remember. But in case I don't, let me know. I'd be interested to find out. You know, because a lot of the components, you know, like X, okay, I know, yeah, this one's kind of dog shit, but like Braggy's Harp, I mean, who's Braggy? Probably somebody, right? Erendite, I think this is an Arthurian item, so maybe it's some Arthurian sword or something. I really don't know, but I'm talking out of my ass a little bit here. Shocker, guys. A Fire Giant acquired from our team. We have 900 more gold until we finish the Bluestone Brooch. And with the Yogi's, what is this called, necklace? A brooch and a necklace. You wear a brooch like around your neck as well, right? Like, this is just absolutely incredible. We are beginning to get... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Run, be careful. Centaurus, not enough. Beads, force. Silenced. We have blink. Look away. I can't blink. Damn it. Beautiful. Mr. Casper down. We're going to be hitting mid here. Damn it. Run mid. Go forward. Brokecules. Eats a guy down. No tip for you. Haha. Hit this crap. The 2 is good. The push is good. Ultimate. Let's go. Oh my gosh, we have to get him. We have to get him. We have to beat the Wicked to a pulp. Random best. Let's go. 14-4-7. Brokecules did not finish his build, but I think that's a metaphor in itself. It was about the journey from being in the fountain, from being in the pitfalls to ascending to the top. And guess what? When we reached the very precipice of the mountain peak, we turned around. Do you want to know why? Because we did not need the most materialistically to gain a ton. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's king's disease. You can't sit there and be a king for too long. You have to take your wins and retire gracefully with it. 7-Eleven, the convenience, the retail that the Brokecules has become is just absolutely beautiful. Gold per minute is incredible. I appreciate you guys. Soon, Brokecules. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Tried a little bit different of a commentary today. If it was incredibly annoying, kind of funny, kind of in between, let me know. I'll catch you all super soon. Hope you guys enjoy this video as always, and I will see you all super, super soon. Peace out.